Okay, streaming to 2 locations at once. Just testing this out real quick. Let's see. Let's see. What is this? Hmm. Mute. Okay, and Twitch. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Okay, let's get back to business then. Close all these extraneous screens and go. Okie dokie. Okay, the clay blocks I mined are gone from the crash, so that's a thing that happened. Looks like I'm going to have to re-mine those. The game just didn't eat materials. I don't have cheats enabled, so I have no way to this back. Yeah, the clay is gone. Well, great. Close that. Throw that in there. Okay. Let's see here. Whoa, what the? Okay. Not what I expected there. They're actual tiles. There we go. Wait, where's the other? Oh, there you are. There you are, my good sir. There we go. Ores I haven't processed yet. Aluminum, silver, lead. There we go. That'll be useful for now. Just doing some house remodeling. I'm kind of tired of just the basic cobblestone look. Yeah, that's... that. That's the torch. That's what that was. This is a little bit easier to build than the others, than the door one. $60, okay. Whoops. Hello, Graynar. Sorry, I was responding to a text message on Yahoo Instant Messenger. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. That block is missing. For now, that should be that. There we go. Whoa! Well, that was odd. Suddenly my shift key just stopped transmitting. What? Yes, indeed it is. It is the 1.7 FTB pack, actually, the alpha pack, the Unstable build. So, the game may crash occasionally, so if I lose the game, that's probably what's happening. Not everything works as intended. But that's part of the adventure. Oh, whoop. I love these carpenter blocks, they're so useful. Yeah, just working on changing its kind of aesthetic pattern a bit using some of the other aesthetic mods that are in place in the Unstable pack. And these fences on the outside are the old trick for keeping spiders from crawling up onto the roof of your house. Since they get stuck on the underside of the fence. Now, what are these? They're Carpenter's barriers. They're from the mod Carpenter's blocks. And yeah, like I was saying, it's basically a method to prevent spiders from getting at you. I'm basically making these look like the stone barrier in shape. And I'm going to show you another really cool little trick about the Carpenter's blocks when I'm done with that. There we go, that's all of them. Let's get... Do I have ladders on me? I do. We'll use those to get back up. Oh, no, don't want to break that. So, let's grab a whole stack of stone here. So this is the chisel from a different mod, the chisel mod. It's actually, as far as aesthetics mods go, one of my favorite mods that they've added in 1.7, in the 1.7 pack, because it allows you to basically do one-to-one swaps of aesthetically the same type of block. So these are all cobblestone. They all have the same durability as cobblestone, but they look different. So I want the detailed cobblestone brick. Let's get that ladder so I can climb up. There we go. Now here's where the Carpenter's blocks are really neat. If you right-click on them with a block in your hand, they take on the appearance and the resistance of that block. So these now have the same resistance as stone rather than wood. But more importantly, they look like stone. Whoops. I think I can reach them from here yet. Whoops. As you noticed, I was hitting things with the Carpenter's hammer, which is the tool for that mod, for the Carpenter's mod, which is this thing here. Many of the Carpenter's blocks have alternate designs that you can cycle through, so the fences have different setups and styles. You've got picket fences, the stone wall design, you've got the basic Minecraft fence. Whoops. all really just, it's all purely for aesthetics. These mods don't really add anything as far as like ore doubling or anything like that. Just purely a style mod. That's the best way I can describe it. Oh, it's getting dark. Probably want to sleep so mobs don't sneak into my house while I've got the walls torn down. It is a useful trick, and actually, you can do it in vanilla with just vanilla fences, or the vanilla stone barriers, the stone walls. In fact, you can even use it with just vanilla blocks. If you just put a ledge around the outside of the wall at the top, the spider gets stuck. Whoops, gets stuck underneath. The fences or walls are better though because they let light. Oh dear, that's now stuck. They let light through them, so during the day, there's not a chance of, say, like a zombie spawning underneath the fence on the outside of your wall. Yep, that's actually where I learned it, was in vanilla Minecraft way back in 1.73 beta. So it's worked for a while. Grab all these while we're up here. Hang on, let me respond to an IM on a instant messenger real quick. It's one of those things that you don't really pay attention to if you don't have somebody who's really paranoid about spiders. And I just happened to have a friend who was playing along with me back in beta, and he was extremely paranoid about mobs getting into his base, and so he just tested a bunch of different things to keep them out. I don't even know how he figured it out, but I was more than willing to steal his idea. Well, thank you. I am also streaming through my YouTube channel, but I can't see the YouTube comments, so I don't know if anybody's currently watching on that, but thank you again, and thank you as well, since I think you're actually a different person. Yes, thank you both for following. Alright, let's see, we got one more wall to do, and then the corners need to be done. And I think I might have to make some more carpenter's fences for that. Actually, while we're doing that, let me show you another vanilla trick. This is a carpenter's door, but this works with vanilla door as well, so let me grab this real quick and show you. Oop, I'm stuck on the wall. Do I have the regular door in my inventory? Yes, okay. So if you are veteran Minecraft players, I'm sure you know that now, unlike in beta Minecraft, zombies like to break down doors at night. Okay? I'm sure we all know that. What a lot of people don't know is that there's some hidden coding going on in this game that you can take advantage of to stop that from happening. So the game tracks the doors being in one of two states, open and closed. When you place a door, that determines which way is the closed facing. So right now this door is closed because that's the way I placed it. And when I click on it, it's now open. When the door is open, the zombies ignore it because their AI tells them they can move right through the door, which normally would be true. But we can manipulate that to our advantage. This door. So if we're in a doorway, and we just place it like this, well then when we have the door closed, the zombie goes, oh, it's a closed door. He walks up, he starts banging on it, making an annoying noise and making you have to come out and kill him. But if you get in the doorway like this, and you'll have to figure out which way to face this, but basically face the wall rather than the passage. So like this. This is the correct way for this particular location. And place the door like this. Now the door looks open, and it is open as far as we're concerned. We can pass through it just fine. It's not going to stop us or anything like that. But to the game, that door is closed. Which means when I do this, the game thinks the door is open. So the zombies ignore it. And you'll never have another zombie attack on your door ever again. I'll put back the carpenter's door though, because I like the way that looks better. There we go. Let's change the style in that door back to what I had. Whoops. Why is that not working? Oh, because that's not my hammer, that's why. That's the hammer. And there we go. Stone door. Well, I just figured useful little tidbit for people playing Minecraft. I like to use it because it means I don't have to build an iron door, because I don't like to waste iron on things that I don't particularly need to use them on. You can also use it in villages to protect the villagers, although it's a bit buggy because the villagers also think that the door is closed when it's open and open when it's closed, so they kind of don't quite interact with the doors properly anymore. And you may actually end up where the villagers run into their house, try to run back into their houses, but they've actually locked themselves out because they push the door open, and that ends up closing the door. Villagers are a bit out of the loop. This is another little, just aesthetic trick I do just to save space. Things that I don't need to access very often, I might put in the wall. So the furnaces here, they're basically a stone block anyway. They're the same strength as stone, so why not just put it into the wall of the house? There's no reason to have it sticking out here and take up space inside when I can just stick them right in the wall. Doesn't look as nice, but you know what? Save space. Let's get some more of those. Nope, can't shift click that. Keep forgetting that. There I am I need to respond to. Oh, and my Minecraft crashed. That's wonderful. Alright, let me get that loading back up. I apologize, I can't see your comments right now. I don't have an internet browser page open with Twitch open, so I won't be able to see your comments until the game loads back up, so give me a few moments. Bring a Twitch page up on my web browser while we're waiting, just so I can still see what your comments are. Give me a moment. Well, it happens even more often than normal because it's, like I said, it's the alpha pack, so it's not Not as stable as even a normal FTB pack. Yeah. I will be looking into some of the, or getting into some of the, or what's the word I'm looking for? Almost my train of, oh, magic mods. There we go. Personally, I play the Direwolf 20-pack multiplayer with some friends of mine on a server, but I've just been messing around with the 1.7 pack to see what's coming in the future. Eventually, the server will switch over to a 1.7 version of the Direwolf pack, I'm assuming, so eventually it'll be on that, and I'd like to... Alright, have a good night then. Live to die 505. It's bright yellow text, I couldn't read it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for following. Mod packs would I recommend? That depends on what you want to play, Greynor. For a basic pack... Oh, offline. There we go, I'm back. Okay, to answer your question, Greynor, that the type of pack I recommend kind of depends on what you want out of a pack. For a basic pack, the FTB Ultimate pack is that's FTB's main pack. That's FTB's main pack, so that's going to be the main thing that the main group's going to be. That's the one that they're basically building FTB around. If you like a more interesting challenge, I would recommend the third-party map Agrarian Skies. That is a very unique pack. It's got an entirely different setup than most, and it's a very, very unique game setup. But it is very hard. If you know anything about the FTB team, it's designed and made by Jaded Cat, so it is all about being hardcores. It's a skyblock survival map using the hardcore questing mode. Get the game to load back up. As far as other mods, there are actually several specialty mods. If you have the FTB launcher, you might try clicking on the third-party packs tab. There are actually a lot of third-party packs available now, and they're in the middle of doing a contest for unique adventure maps, I think centered around the hardcore. Why does it say there's a Naga nearby? What? That's a boss that only spawns in the Twilight. Okay, okay. Okay. That's weird. I'll be honest, that makes me rather nervous. Nope, that's one too many. Got some mouse lag here where it's detecting a double click. Wait, no, I not want to put that there. There we go. Two more, okay. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place the rest of these over here. Whoops. And you can kind of see my mine entrance over there in the water over there. I found a hole into a ravine in the ocean there, and I just kind of made a water ladder and walled it off a bit. Seemed like a useful tactic. Okay, so how many of these are on a side? 3 per side, so that means I need 12. Oh, I've got 20 left. Hey, that's enough. Just gonna have fences in the corner, just completely for decorative purposes. How do I not see the Twitch chat? Okay, because y'all haven't said anything. I'm just checking back to that page. I'm going to close my web browser back down because it kind of causes some lag on my end. Let's take a look here. That's actually kind of interesting. Ooh. If you have the 1.64 direwolf pack installed, I do have a server that I run. It is whitelisted though, so I would have to add you on. We had a issue with a griefer early on in the server's run, so I had to set it to a whitelist server. But I'm more than willing to give you a chance to come and play with my friends and I. We don't disclude, is that the word? Our policy is ban if they do something wrong. It's just whitelisted by default just to keep random people from jumping in. I got onto the server one day and had to well, what I do is that's why it's set to whitelist. I tend to like to oh, zombie has a ghost, because that makes absolute sense. I prefer whitelisting to blacklisting. A whitelist is basically a list of players that are allowed on rather than a list of players that are not allowed on. So the server is basically inaccessible to anyone unless they are on the whitelist. So it's, I guess, more positive reinforcement than negative reinforcement, and I think it works better in my opinion. Actually looks pretty cool. Well, the next time I'll see what we can do as far as next time I'm messing with the server config files. Ah, well, that would be nice. Like I said, I'm not on the server at the moment, so I can't really fiddle with the whitelist. And I would need to know your actual Minecraft screen name if it's not the same as your Twitch name. Because not everybody uses the same names. Now, we'll get some wood. Don't see any mobs nearby, so I think we're safe. Let's see, that kind of scrolled by a bit fast. Let me bring up chat so you can see what you're saying here. Yeah, making the plugins and stuff is kind of cool. The thing I like about using an FTP, I actually use Creeper Host to host the server, just so I don't have to take care of the back end too heavily. Also, it's nice to have something with a lot more bandwidth my home computer can do to actually run the actual server file. But we use the Direwolf 20 package, so it's very easy to keep everyone on the same page as far as what we're running. And the server has blown up a couple of times, actually. I think about 4 months ago, they got hit by a denial of service attack that knocked out their Chicago server, which apparently was the one that my file was remote hosted on. It was down for about a day and a half. That's what I want to do. Let's actually see if we can make this door look a little cooler. Yes, yeah, DOS on the server is extremely frustrating, and I despise people who think that that's a... Hey, there we go. Now how's that for a door? Wait. Oh, is it set to act as an iron door? There we go. That's just all sorts of cool. Alright. Wonder what other things we can do. Let's see here. Let me see. Now let's use iron just to... Well, the great thing about any mod pack like FTB or any other set of mods is that you don't have to do any of the things on the mod pack. I have a player who was just learning the mods, and actually a server with people who are more experienced in the mod pack is a great way to learn how to use them. So you can ask questions, and you have somebody right there showing you how to do things, and helping you if you have a question or need something explained. I think it's a lot better way to learn a mod pack than just trying to do it yourself. Another great way to learn the mod pack is watching guys like, say, Direwolf20, who does really, the guy who the pack is named after, obviously, who does really in-depth Let's Plays of how to do... Oh, now what is all of this? Interesting. I don't like the look of any of those, though. Oh, hey, I got an idea. Let's see what happens if we do glass. I bet we've got some neat glass effects on this chisel mod. 22, I think that has more, yeah. Throw it in that one. Whoops. No. Now, where'd that block go? Kind of throws them off randomly. There it is. Okay, let's turn that on. And we should have it. Yes. Let's see. Glass. Oh. Now what have we here? Black stained glass. Soul glass brick. Glass shale glass. Screen. Oh, some of these are from other mods. That's interesting. Dungeon glass. Ornate steel glass. Bubble glass. Square glass. Does it have clear glass from Tinker's Construct? No, but it does have thickened glass. Interesting. No page over button, so it's just showing a selection. Damn it, did that have the creep? Hey, there we go. Okay, I can't use that. Interesting. Is it just that extra utilities glass, or is it any glass at all? Let's find out. Oh, I can't convert it back. Interesting. So that's a one-way conversion. Interesting. And actually, that's kind of cheaty. Let me show you why. So to make shaped glass, to make this normally, extra utilities, you would use thickened glass and gunpowder. And you get thickened glass by smelting sandy glass. You get sandy glass from combining glass and sand. So technically, we magically spawned in a bunch of resources by using the chisel to do that. And that's why it's not letting us convert it back, because it's not the same tier of material anymore as glass. So I don't think it should really even be available on the chisel's menu, now that I think about it. Let's try one of the chisel glasses, which will convert back. Just make sure. So let's see. Can I put this type of glass on this door? Oh! Hey! Look at that. That's kind of cool. We'll leave it like that. I like that. It's got a nice window effect. Okay, I messed up here, because that's 2 ingots of aluminum. Do I have enough? And I don't have any more aluminum to fix that, so that's stuck. My choices, my options, are to break that and lose those 2 ingots worth of aluminum, or find some more aluminum to fix that problem. I think we probably want to go with the second one. Health is getting low. While we're here, let's plant some more trees on the little tree farm here. And there's a little cave down here. Let me just see if there's any aluminum down in here before we go anywhere else. Move some of my tools around here. Oh, we have a friend down here. Hello, skeleton. I'll just tie it back here. There we go. Okay, so no aluminum in here. Let's swim out to the mine shaft and see if we can't find some aluminum. Oh dear. Whew. Okay, that was close. Oh, hi, creeper. Oh dear. I have built plenty of quarries. Not on this map yet. This is a new map. But on the server, yes, I have built... Oh dear. That is not going to end well for me. Well, that was one way to get out of there. Okay, well here's some aluminum. 2. Oh. Oh, hey, still. Back to what we were doing. Again. Let's panic. They're jumping down from the higher levels of that of this ravine. So aluminum up there. Excuse me. I think it's right about here. Okay, it's right in line with this column. Oh, hey, spider. I know what you're after. Oh dear. Whoa, what? Okay, I'm getting a little lag here. Do not want to lag death. Another ghost. Okay, let's wait here and heal a bit. of my armor is still intact. Pretty much all of it's just damaged. The aluminum here that I can see is there. Lots of tin and silver, it looks like, and lead. We'll have to mine out all of this stuff eventually. Okay. Whoa! Okay, I'm lagging a bit and I can't see where I'm going. So that's a manual. Yep. For some reason I was lagging out and could not control my character well enough to maneuver. Well, I'll have to go get my stuff. Frickin' A. That is not how you spell that word. Hup. What the f... Okay, that's hilarious. Oh, hello, zombie. Hello, skeleton. Damn it. Ah, fuck. At the very least, that reset the spawn, the despawn counter for the items. All those pillars of my death marks. Oh boy. Ah! Crap! Damn it, not again! Okay. Fuck! Okay, I'm gonna have to put it into peaceful mode because it keeps glitching out too much. I can't control my character whenever I get down there. And look. I'm immediately resetting it. It's just there were way too many mobs loaded in down there. It blitzed my computer. There's something buggy with the mob processing in 1.710, at least on, from my computer's RAM perspective, and I get a really bad memory leak. You can see I immediately turned them back on, but it's just far too much of a... Ah! Oh, this is not good. Okay. Yes, it's from a mod that's centered around cooking, actually. Where'd that weed come from? I'm very confused. Reset those normal cobble just so I can carry them more easily. Do I have a Steam? A Steam account, I'm assuming you mean? I do, yes. Oh dear. Where is he? I do have a Steam, yes. I don't think I'll give it out at just this moment, but I might later. Okay, let's see. I don't know what that is. Oh, we'll certainly look at that. Well, thank you, both of you. I will add it next time I get my Steam client open. If I could keep from falling back into this hole, that would be very helpful. Okay, where's this going? Okay, well this is not good. Ooh. Wait, what? Dirt? What's that? My username I will type out on the screen in just a second. Okay, that's that same thing down below. Just look around. Why is all this cobblestone here? There we go, that's a little better. Where's the auto? Oh, hello, zombie. Apparently, if you can kill these ghosts, they give you ectoplasm, but they're really hard to kill. Oh dear. Where is that? Aluminum. I think it was right. Yeah, it's right there. Oh, no fault. Whoops. There we go. Now, I don't know if you've messed around with Tinker's Construct before, but this thing here, the hammer from Tinker's Construct, just hammer, one of the most useful mining tools in the game. Because it mines in a 3x3 grid centered on the block you're aiming at. Torch here. Okay, so we did actually successfully get what we came here for. Initially. After about 3 or 4 deaths, but... See, it's already lagging out again on me, just from all the mobs. I hope whatever that is gets fixed. Let's see. Remove death. Remove death. Remove. Close. Close. I need to better light it up. I have plans on how to do that, but I just haven't gotten around to it. That's a big tree. Oh, and this... the oak logs became living wood. Whoops. No, I don't want that place there. I want that place there. Whoops. Technically, so is killing cows. If we go by that logic. Damn it. There we go. Okay, so. Let's throw this aluminum back in, make sure both of those switches are down so that the auto pump doesn't activate. And now let's clear out some inventory space here. I think that's marble. Flint. There we go. While we're here, we might as well repair some tools. Oh well. I think that should be enough. Not exactly. I'll give an example. I'll give a demonstration of how it works. I'll make a tool just so you can see what this actually all does. Okay, so you can see over here on the side, there are a bunch of buttons. Actually, I should have a book that will help me explain this. It should be in. Yes, here we go. So this is part of Tinker's construct. It is the tool forge. Okay, so let me turn off any eye for a second here. Oh, can I not turn off any eye from the screen? That's interesting. There we go. Okay, so the tool forge. This is the main way that you make Tinker's construct tools. This is the tier 2 table. There's a tool table, a tool workstation. Don't remember what it's called. And then there's the tool forge. The tool forge is the only table that allows you to build the tier 2 tools, which are these first ones up here and then these two here. All the others are buildable from either tool station. Now, a Tinker's construct tool is made a bit differently than a vanilla tool, and it's better than a vanilla tool in many ways. So let's look at this guidebook here. Okay. So instead of your basic grid, you instead assemble the tool out of pieces. So a pickaxe is a pickaxe head, a tool rod, and a binding. Tool rod would be the handle, obviously. A shovel, well, that's a shovel head and the handle. Hatchet, that's a basic axe. Hatchet head and the handle. The mattock is an interesting tool. I have one down here in my inventory. It counts as an axe and a shovel and a hoe, but it is not as fast as any of those tools. But it helps keep your inventory clean of additional tools because it takes 3 different tools and makes them into one. So it chops wood and any dirt-like block equally well, and it can also be right-clicked on dirt to till that soil. The broadsword is the basic sword that most similarly matches the vanilla Minecraft sword. And you'll notice here that under the weapons it says right-click. So this tells you what this sword does when you hold down the right mouse button. So it blocks, just like a regular vanilla Minecraft weapon. So sword blade tool and a wide guard. The longsword, which is what I have down here, It's made with a hand guard instead of a wide guard. You'll notice it has lunge. So when I right-click and release, I actually jump forward. And if you hit something while you're in the jump, you get an automatic critical hit. And it actually boosts the damage from a critical hit by 1.5. So this is very good if you want to be, this is an offensive weapon. And the rapier, again, is the sword, blade, and handle. Crossbar instead of the other two guards. Gets the charge boost. It ignores armor. And it hits faster than other weapons. And its special ability is that you jump backwards rather than forward, so it allows you to dodge. Dagger, knife blade, and a handle and a crossbar. These can be thrown. The frying pan is a hilarious weapon. It's just fun to have. It makes a really satisfying clang sound when it hits things. But it also has a really interesting effect where you can shift right-click with it and place it on the ground as a block, and it allows you to cook food items, multiple items at a time. Battle sign, just a silly joke weapon. You can hit people with the battle. The chisel is not the same chisel as this. It's a different chisel. It allows you to modify some appearance of some blocks. And here are the advanced tools. Now you notice that they each require 4 pieces rather than 3, and that's the difference between the two tool tables. The starting level tool table only has 3 slots, so you don't have enough spaces to put all these in. So the hammer is a hammerhead, 2 large plates, and a tough rod. Notice it's 3x3 area. It has a bonus enchantment effect on it from default. So it has Smite 2 by default. And I'll get to what I mean by default in a second. So it does 2 to 4 extra damage against undead. And it has a high durability. All of the tier 2 tools actually have a multiplier on their durability. So the lumber axe chops down an entire tree in a single hit. So when you click on when you break a log block, it scans up above that log block up to 30 feet and or 30 blocks. And as long as it finds another log connected to it, it will continue to chop those blocks down as well at the same time. Now the tool does take combined damage as if you had hit all of those blocks. So the tool does break faster when you do that. If it doesn't detect a tree, it mines a 3x3x3 cube. Excavator is just a shovel version of the hammer. So it mines out a 3x3 grid of dirt or sand. Scythe is the same thing, but it attacks mobs in a cube and harvests grass and plants in that same block area. The cleaver is one of my favorite swords once I have the materials to make it, because of this, beheading 2. So if you're looking for wither skeleton heads, the cleaver is the weapon you want to do, because it increases the rate at which heads drop from an enemy. And the battle axe is just another type of weapon. It's a weapon it's a tool that's both a weapon and a harvesting tool. And it has bash, so when you hit an enemy with a battle axe, they get knocked back. You can make custom bows, you can make custom arrows. Those are pretty self-explanatory. Now here's where Tinker's Construct gets interesting. Different materials have different effects. So I'm just going to find one that's interesting here. Let's see. Oh, okay, well let's look at stone. So stone has a durability of 131. And you'll see this down here, handle modifier. The way Tinker's Construct determines how much durability a tool has is it takes the head, or all of the pieces that make up the head, and multiplies it by the handle modifier. So whatever material the handle is made out of is multiplied by the durability of the head, and that gives you your final durability. So a solid stone tool is actually not a good idea. You don't want a tool that has both the stone head and the stone handle. However, stone has the trait Stonebound. Stonebound is a Tinker's Construct unique, I guess you could call it an enchantment, that says that as the tool takes damage, its mining speed increases. So the closer the tool is to broken, the faster it will mine. Iron and most of the other metals have some grade of reinforced. Reinforced is the same as the unbreaking enchantment in vanilla, just means that there is a chance when you use the tool that it does not take damage. Flint is the same mining tier as stone, but it doesn't have quite as bad a handle modifier, and you also notice it doesn't have stone bound. Cactus is an interesting one. Cactus is actually very useful for making the components of a sword out of, because it has jagged. So jagged is to a weapon what stonebound is to a mining tool. The more damaged the weapon is, the more damage it does. So the closer the sword is to breaking, the more powerful the sword becomes. This kind of makes you maybe want to keep your sword at low durability, which of course is a risk if you're in a huge zombie infected area, because there's a higher risk that your weapon might break. Bone is just more resilient. Obsidian, you can see, has a very low durability, but it has reinforced 3, so it's the same as having unbreaking 3 on a tool. Now the thing that you need to keep in mind is that as long as one piece of the tool is made out of obsidian, it gets this trait. Okay? And there's a bunch of other things. Here's showing some items that are added in. Now, so this table is where you build and repair your tools. Like I was doing before, you can put ingots or whatever material the head of the tool is made out of. So this is an iron pick. You say here, it says there, repair material iron. And that would repair the tool. Now, let me put this back in here real quick. You'll notice over here on the screen it says modifiers remaining 2. You cannot enchant a Tinker's Construct tool the way you enchant a vanilla tool. These are not enchantable at all, with one very unique exception if you have Ars Magica in the mod pack. But that's not available in this, so we won't go into that. Instead, whoa, what was that? Instead, there is a different way that you modify tools. Let me grab some redstone here. So, let's go, I don't know what that was. So, you can see here there's a durability of 750, a mining speed of 6, and mining level obsidian. So that tells me the maximum tier block that it can mine. So this is essentially a diamond pick, because you see it has the modifier diamond. Well, to modify a Tinker's Construct tool, all you need to do is place certain items into these grids that are marked with the lapis outline and the redstone outline. So for example, if I place a piece of redstone in here, you'll notice it says redstone 1 of 50, and that the modifier slots is dropped by 1. And if the appearance of the tool in this output slot is changed, it has this little red blotch here. More importantly, you'll also notice its mining speed has gone up slightly. Applying redstone to this tool gives the tool haste, basically efficiency. Up to 50 pieces of redstone equal 1 slot. And so, just to give you an example, if I came over here, redstone blocks work as well, and they do count as if you're applying 9 pieces of redstone at once. The table does recognize that. So let's put 10 on it once, just so we can kind of see here. So that makes that mining speed 6.8. I don't want to waste my redstone on that until I have some more redstone now. Just turn that back. That is basically how I got this to be a diamond tier pick. I put a diamond on the tool, and it upgraded it to diamond tier. It also increased its durability by 500 points. So you can see there the blue line that says durability plus 500. That's also part of the diamond modifier. You can see, I think you can see pretty clearly that the hammer has the same modification on it. So diamond plate, you can see the hammer has a ridiculously high durability. Just an example, if I wanted to, I'll say, make the matic diamond edged, I could do that. You can see it changes the durability listed from 138 to 638. Don't want to do that though, that's actually a waste of a diamond because the matic is a shovel type tool and you're not going to be mining obsidian with a matic unless you're a crazy person. I think I know what that explosion was. Let me look around real quick. And moonstone ore. Anywhere nearby. Don't see any. Oh no, I'm confused. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this big massive thing here is also part of Thinker's construct. It's a smeltery. Molten aluminum. There we go. Pour the rest of that in. There's actually a hopper under there. That's what's pulling that out. There we go. Aluminum, iron. Turn it on. Okay, now let's see here. Before I got sidetracked on all of these little repair the house things, I was working on progressing in a mod called Natura. Need my seeds. I think the rest of my stuff I need for this is actually in the chest outside. Oh, that's cool. The gate opens. Huh. Go 2 buckets. So those and those. Could be enough for 2. We need to make a lot more wheat. Or seeds. There we go. We fill this. I'm fairly sure that's the right combination. I'm going to go grab the book real quick and just make sure that I am not randomly mess this up. I need the book on Natura. Should be somewhere. There it is. Let's see, generating flora, day bloom. Okay, 2 yellow, 1 orange, 1 cyan. So 1 yellow, 2 yellows, cyan. Sure thing, man. I have your name written down, and I'll add it probably within the next couple of days if I don't add it tomorrow. Throw a seed in, and I get the flower. Then repeat the process over in this other one. I just have 2 here because it's... Sure. There we go. A good night to you, sir. Oh, right. I need to check something on how I spell it, because I often forget. Give me just a second here. I can never remember on a particular service if I spell the name with just letters or if I spell it in leet. Okay, it is in leet. There we go. Oh, it's the same as my Minecraft name. Well, there you go. That tends to be my username in most gaming services, actually, so... The flame. I guess I've got Steam open now. I might as well add him. Okay. Where did his name go? I know I wrote it down, but I can't. I'll double check the spelling. Okay, yeah. A friend? And a friend. And then... Alright, yeah, I've... Shows me that you sent me the thing, but I can't see even to find the accept thing. I got the little pop-up window, but then it didn't... There we are. Accept. There we go. That is taken care of. And a good night to you, and since nobody else is watching, I think I'm going to end the stream for the night, if that's alright with everyone. And to those of you who are watching on Twitch, and thank you for joining in and talking. For anybody who was watching on YouTube, I apologize that I could not see your stream comments if you were making any. But I do appreciate you watching if you were watching, and I will check the stream information once I close it down so that I can see who all was watching on that as well. Thank you all, and a good night and good luck.